I just noticed that it takes a lot out of a woman to have to not only be human, but also be an open vessel to um to I'm trying to find the words because it's like it's so vast, like the type of frequency that we be on, and we don't even know it. Like the kind of mental illness that they diagnosed me with, it's like I don't come into agreement with it at all, and I don't consent and give acknowledgement. That's for number one. Um, Not that I'm ignoring my health, but I know that if you come into agreement with some names that they place try to place over you and diagnose it, that will try to become true for you, you know. But with that, I noticed that being open, like energetically, like your chakra lines, is completely open, and you having to still be a mom and live your life and try and make something happen for yourself, or maybe you trying to work a job, maybe you trying to start a business, and having all that open at the same time, and then to be under spiritual attack, then to be under physical attack, then to be under psychological attack, and then to be under emotional attack, then to be under energetic frequency attack, then your feminine energy, your feminine codes under attack, then your womb codes under attack. It's like, damn, I see how so easily it's like you could find kind of feel like you're in a conscious state of hell, if you want to say. But for me, instead of me just sitting here allowing it to like the energy or the flows that try to pull and tug at my energy, like in all the directions that I just said, it's like I just realized it does nothing but makes me more enraged. And that's the truth. It makes me more enraged. And it makes me want to dig deep within myself. And I ain't gonna say makes me want to because I am. It's just that realizing and seeing that having all that rage and still having to be in a physical vessel would be like literally setting the world on fire. And what I mean, the world, it could just be my inner world. Who knows? You know? Yeah, it's just a matter of me trying to um, gain control over myself in every aspect of all the areas that I told you. And then you can't forget my mind, my body, my soul, and my spirit, along with the other things I just named. So it's like you're in a battle with all of that. I can see why a woman would go mad or go crazy or would be, you know, out her fucking mind, you know? And I, for the most part, I try to maintain peace within myself, despite of what I'm going through, you know? And I realized no matter how many times I said, oh, I forgive, not realizing that sometimes forgiveness don't mean shit to people. Not even to yourself, because internally you don't forgive. Because it keeps happening. It's just nonstop. And as I'm experiencing this, damn it, it just lets me know more and more what has happened to my divine mother. Not that she's not other people's divine mother, but she's my mother, you know? And how her energy was distorted to create this womb. And that's what matrix means. Womb of a matrix. And extorted her for all her energy and frequency. And her resources and all that. And I know I may sound like a broken record because I repeat a lot of the things that I've already said in previous videos, but this is my video diary to myself. And if anybody tunes in, you tune in, you know? If not, that's fine too. But to a lot of women that's going out, you know, that's out there that's experiencing these things, I just want you to know you're not alone. And to the men that are true protectors of the woman's womb codes and her feminine energy codes and not trying to extort her or take advantage of her or try to manipulate, control. Like, I'm talking about true providers and protectors and leaders. It's like, I have much respect for y'all, but to the ones that don't, I disregard the fuck out of y'all. I can't stand y'all. Like, everything that you throw out will come back to you to haunt you for the rest of your fucking life. In this life and afterlife and lifetimes after this. Seriously. So, I just see that it affects not only me going through this, it affects my babies, my children that I have because they came from my womb. So, I noticed that they'll be under attack for the things that my womb is experiencing. So we're no different because it's like the divine womb that we come from, the primordial womb that we come from, we actually deal with a lot of things that she went through, you know, by our experiences, by default sometimes. Can't even say default. Maybe it's just written in your code or something. But yeah. And to the women that are with those men that extort the woman's womb codes and extort her for her resources. I'm talking about extorting the woman for psychological and mental and emotional and stirring her up and all those things. You're with the negative side of evil side of things. That's very fucking evil. We got a special place in hell for you. I don't even like to call it hell. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it's a place. And I hate to sound like a fucking Christian. I hate to sound like that, but it's a special place for women like that. Because you think that the men got it bad. Yeah, they do. But you motherfuckers to definitely go against your own self. And that way is definitely a place for you. And I don't know. That's just what I see for it. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's no amount of taking accountability when you know intentionally what you've conspired to. And I mean wholeheartedly, in spirit and in truth. You know? It's crazy. Because as I know, it's like, just, I'm realizing and seeing that it's no other way around getting through these, I guess, next couple of years. But besides going through some chaos before you get to peace. Yeah, you're going to be comfortable. I'm talking to myself. I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to be in wealth. Yeah, may even lose the weight. I ain't going to say that I'm not. I may lose the weight. But it's like, for me not to have thought about what was happening and the time and the place that it was happening, it was like, I don't know, I can't really keep looking at, I don't look at myself as being a victim. I look at myself like, damn, why the fuck was you on your P's and Q's about what was happening, you know? I guess a lot of my energy or a lot of my DNA was like dormant, or my mind was separate from my body, and my spirit was doing something else, and my soul was doing something else, and I was passionate about something else. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But, I just would have made a better choice and decision. So to any young girl out there, I just say, don't have sex until you know yourself, until you are fully aware of who and what you are internally. Because these motherfuckers is playing a very dark, sick game out here. And I don't know why my left eye is fucking itching. That shit is annoying. But they are playing a very dark, sick game out here. Or I don't consider it a game. It's a very fucked up situation that they're putting women in to extort us for our energy. And it's so crazy because they'll even go as far as to try and use your sons for the same information. And all this is surrounded about the womb codes of a woman. What comes from her. Everything that comes from her. So we are just examples of what the fuck has been happening for so long. Is it restored? Yes. But at the same time, it's like, I just can't, I don't see a way for it to ever be reconciled. You know how you want to forgive, but just still like, it can never be reconciled for the actions, for the choices and decisions that people have done off of her energy. Because I gotta say hers, even though it was my energy, it was still taken from somewhere. Because it wasn't just taken from me, you know, messing with my children and trying to siphon off my baby's womb codes and energy and like their mind and their mental and psychological. Like, I call in every fucking aspect and energy, every teeny bit, every drop from every location, from every dimension, timeline, realm back to me. And I'm calling it in, I'm demanding it in, even if it's gotta be snatched away, you know? It is what it is. So, yeah. I guess it just is what it is, you know? It's a fucked up, beautiful situation. And I live this shit every day. So it's like, can't even imagine. Just couldn't even imagine. I'm just a speck, like a grain of sand on the beach. One grain of sand, just one. And I'm going through and feeling and understanding that they try to harness on our life force and every fucking thing about us. It's like I'm just one grain of sand out of fucking many. And this is what happens. Now, some experiments is like they take it. Now, this is what they do. Some men do. They take your feminine codes, because your feminine energy is also a code, too. Take your feminine codes. If they like your feminine code, they'll take it sexually from you and try to place it into another woman, which try to leave you depleted. That's what happened to me in one aspect. And spiritually, I felt her energy, which was literally my own energy, coming up against me for a fucking man. And I was just sitting there thinking, like, damn, I don't love him in that way. And he knows that. So it was like, well, let me take this, rob you of this, because I feel like you're not worthy to have this. And I'm going to place it in somebody else. And then the bitch will come and try to attack you for your own energy, thinking that she's bigging one up on you for your own frequency and your own codes. Ain't that some shit? Sound crazy, but that's what's fucking happening. And they're taking wound codes and rewriting or trying to rewrite uh, the structure of how it is that they maneuver and keeping themselves in power. And who and how things worship. It's fucking crazy. I'm not gonna go too deep because it'll break a lot of people's conscience. Or not even break, it'll make you either think I'm crazy, think I'm delusional, or um make you question what it is that you're involved in. You know? Am I grateful? I am. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to the divine. You know? I am. I'm grateful for the primordial mother. I'm grateful to the divine mother. Because without her, nobody would be at all. There would be nothing. No life force. No nothing. Like, not even, I don't want to say life force, no life within you. And then you got to even think about, why would they say that the father is the life force? Why would you have to force life? Oh, interesting. Lots of things to think about. And where did you get that life force from? Like, I just be thinking about a lot. But this is my video diary. And I'm about to take my ass to sleep. I will sleep I can get anyway. Okay, bye-bye.